Welcome to Echo of Legends, where the echoes of history come alive. Today we uncover the rise and fall of one of the most infamous names in modern history, Adolf Hitler. Not to glorify, not to sensationalize, but to understand how one man's ambition, pain, and hatred led the world into chaos. Plug in your headphones, lean back, and prepare for a story that's as chilling as it is real. Because this is the untold journey of Adolf Hitler. It all began in a quiet Austrian town, April 20th, 1889. A baby was born to Alois and Clara Hitler. They named him Adolf. No one could have imagined how far his name would echo through time. As a child, he wasn't extraordinary. He played outside, drew pictures, and dreamed big. But his father, Alois, had no patience for dreams. He wanted discipline, a government job, a future on paper. But Adolf wanted to be an artist. That dream clashed with his father's harsh demands. Clara, his mother, supported him quietly, but she couldn't shield him from Alois's authority. Their home was filled with tension, and when Adolf was just 13, his father died. It didn't bring freedom, it brought emptiness. School no longer mattered. His grades dropped. Teachers said, "He's bright, but he doesn't care." He was chasing something else. He packed his bags for Vienna, the city of art and dreams. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, rejected, tried again, rejected again. His world shattered. He had no plan, no money, and no support. He lived in rundown shelters, sometimes on the streets. He sold postcards for change. He grew bitter, and when his beloved mother passed away, something inside him broke. Then came the war. In 1914, World War I exploded across Europe. Adolf enlisted in the German army. At last, he felt purpose, structure, belonging, direction. He was brave. He delivered messages under fire. He earned medals for his courage. But in 1918, Germany lost the war, and Adolf lost his mind. He believed Germany hadn't lost on the battlefield. It had been betrayed. This became the fuel for his rage. Germany was in ruins. Jobs were gone. Inflation was wild. Hunger was everywhere. People were desperate. And desperate people look for someone to blame. Adolf gave them one. He joined a fringe political group, the German Workers' Party. Soon, he took control and gave it a new name, the National Socialist German Workers' Party, the Nazi Party. He gave them a flag, red, white, with a black swastika. He gave speeches that lit fires in people's hearts. He didn't offer peace, he offered power. "Germany will rise again," he shouted, and the crowds believed him. But buried in his promises were seeds of destruction. He blamed Jews and minorities for Germany's collapse. He promised purity, strength, and revenge. In 1923, he attempted to take over the government, the beer hall putsch. It failed. He was jailed. But prison became his workshop. There, he wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle. A chilling vision of the future, a manifesto of hate. Once released, he rebuilt the Nazi Party, stronger than ever. By 1933, Adolf Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany, and that was just the beginning. He launched massive construction projects, revived the military, and pulled Germany out of its depression. People cheered him, called him a savior. But they didn't see the darkness building behind the scenes. He censored media, arrested opponents, created the SS, his private military force, brainwashed children in the Hitler Youth, and filled every corner of the nation with propaganda. Then, in 1939, he invaded Poland. World War II had begun. Nations fell under his boots. But his hunger for domination knew no end. Behind the front lines, he unleashed something even darker: the Holocaust. A systematic extermination of Jews, Roma, the disabled, and others he called impure. 6 million Jews murdered. innocent lives erased. By 1944, the tide turned. The Allies, the United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union, were closing in from all sides. Germany crumbled. Cities burned. Bombs rained. The people began to question everything. Meanwhile, Adolf retreated underground, into a bunker beneath Berlin, paranoid, isolated, desperate. April 29th, 1945. He married Eva Braun, his longtime companion. A quiet wedding, a final moment of human connection. April 30th, 1945. The end. They both took their lives in that cold bunker. The war in Europe ended soon after. Germany surrendered. And the man who promised a 1,000-year Reich lasted just 12. What he left behind wasn't greatness. It was rubble, grief, and a world vowing never again. At Echo of Legends, we tell stories that matter, not to rewrite history, but to remember it. Because history isn't just about the past, it's a mirror, warning us about the future. Adolf Hitler's story is a reminder that hate spreads fast, that unchecked power corrupts deeply, and that silence in the face of evil is complicity. Thank you for listening.